Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Honourable Member, for your contribution. Mr. Speaker, on the business of debt, Mr. Speaker, very soon we'll be coming to Parliament with a Debt Management Act, Mr. Speaker, to put some order in what we inherited, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there is, in our debt portfolio, there are two items that we never mentioned, Mr. Speaker. That is the payables and the direct and the DFCs. We never mentioned, Mr. Speaker. And our chickens are coming home to roost, Mr. Speaker, because all these short-term election roads that were built at interest rates of 5%, Mr. Speaker, during that time when interest rates were pretty low, Mr. Speaker. Now we have to consolidate it in a debt management act, a debt management bill, Mr. Speaker. So we'll be coming to Parliament very shortly with the debt management act, Mr. Speaker. Also, the payables to local suppliers, which again is not part of our total debt portfolio. We'll have to bring it in because of that, because of this bill, Mr. Speaker. So very soon we have to come to Parliament to take a position, to do something which ought to have been done years ago. Ought to have been done to give a true idea of the debt of the country. These debts had to be included in our debt portfolio, but they were not put in our debt portfolio because of the very skillful, quote-unquote, economic management of the country. These debts were kept out, Mr. Speaker. But right now, we have to take the position, have the courage to show the true picture. Right, Mr. Speaker. Because, Mr. Speaker, again, there's another item that we've left out, Mr. Speaker. Land acquisition. We've taken people's land and we haven't paid them. And I know that is in the cabinet, that discussion comes up all the time. We've taken people's land and we haven't paid it. There's about $60 million worth of land that we've acquired, and we haven't even included the interest on that land. But we've taken it and we haven't included it in our debt. We owe the University of the West Indies, our alma mater, a school that some people think is irrelevant, but it's a school that is the essence of our West Indian culture. It's the essence of us as West Indians, the University of the West Indies, Mr. Speaker. It's a school that gives opportunity to many people who never have had the opportunity to go to university, Mr. Speaker. We owe that school about $27 million. We have to pay it. We've said to the people of St. Lucia that we're going to pay if we say the West Indies. We're not going to discard it and treat it as if it doesn't exist, Mr. Speaker. All these have to be brought into a debt management bill, Mr. Speaker, which will have the courage to pass in this Parliament. So, Mr. Speaker, I thank members for allowing us the approval to go to the RSMG to raise that finance. And we hope to continue, Mr. Speaker, to continue positive signs of the solution economy. Mr. Speaker, there's never been a time over the last 3 or 4 years where this economy has looked as positive as it is looking now, Mr. Speaker. There's no better time. And the facts will show it, Mr. Speaker. This economy is trending in the right direction, Mr. Speaker. It's trending in the right direction. And this, as the investment projects come on stream, we will see what real management of an economy is all about, Mr. Speaker. Not management by talk, not management by innuendo, management by reality on the ground. The lowest unemployment rate in the country from since 2010. And this statistic is not taken isolation. We've compared it to the labor force. So it's not a matter. There was some time when the unemployment.
Member for Miku South.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, the members
misleading the House. In the statistical review, when it came to unemployment, there was a caveat that indicated that the unemployment numbers are not comparable to any other previous year. And so while I would expect the member can say that he thinks it is a certain unemployment level, his own statistics department has indicated that the numbers are inaccurate and should not be used to compare to previous years.
Mr. Speaker, the Social Economic Review says that the unemployment rate for this year was the lowest from 2010.
Member for Castries East. Yes, member from New South.
Mr. Speaker, I'm going to rise on a point of order again. While the member from Castries East would like to think that that's the case, but the reality is that his own statistics at the index says that this is a rate that is uncomparable to any number in the previous years because of the way that they accumulated the data.
Member, what is the point of...
Mr. Speaker,
what is the point of order I'm supposed to rule on? You are quoting the Department of Statistics, he's quoting the Economic and Social Review. What is the...
Sir,
no, but your point of order would have to be that the Social and Economic Review is being misquoted. You can't bring...
That's exactly what I've said, Mr. Speaker.
No, you're saying that the statistical department...
I apologize if in fact you've misinterpreted what I've said, and I appreciate that seems to be a common trait these days. In the Social and Economic Review, where it has the unemployment numbers, at the bottom of that page, Mr. Speaker, there's a note from the Statistical Department indicating that that is not a comparable number to years previously because of how they accumulated the numbers. So all I'm saying is that I have no difficulties, a member wanting to quote a number, but to make a comparison to that number to the previous years, when in the Social and Economic Review, at the bottom of the page on the unemployment number, it clearly indicates that you cannot make that comparison.
Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, for the year 2010, since the year 2010, the unemployment rate was the lowest from the year 2010. Mr. Speaker, the agriculture...
Mr. Speaker,
Member of Castries East, but he's making a point of order.
I've stood on a point of order again, Mr. Speaker. I'm asking for you to rule. In fact, if you want to get the Social and Economic Review, we can take a recess so you can see it for yourself.
But I have made a ruling, I've asked him to proceed.
And so it means you've accepted that what the information he's saying is accurate.
That the Social Review says what he says, yes?
But at the bottom of the page, it has a caveat.
He didn't say that. He said what it said. If you want to make a note, please proceed, Member Castries.
No, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Mr. Member.
The very clear
member from
Social
Nico
Economic
South.
Review that it says that is...
Member from Nico South.
Yes, Mr.
I will make a matter of you every time you wish to make yourself a matter once you're going to breach the rules. I have ruled the member for Castries East will continue. The point of order is over.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The same way that our agricultural output was the highest for a long time. Manufacturing was the highest for a long time. Agriculture was in the negative. Now agriculture this year was the highest. So manufacturing output increased. Tourism increased, Mr. Speaker. The value of our deposits increased. So, Mr. Speaker, there's growth, everything, and there was the largest economic growth, 18.1%. So, Mr. Speaker, these are the things that we cannot dispute, Mr. Speaker. The figures show that management of the economy under this government has been better than under the previous government for years. And the figure show it, the government's cash flow shows it, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the figure show it, the government's cash flow shows it, Mr. Speaker. And this year, we experienced a surplus on both the current account and the primary account. A fact. Mr. Speaker, they can... This thing, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, all these things are to create diversions, but we are diverting nowhere. That is not going to take us off. You're not going to to make me disrespect the speaker. I'm not going to disrespect the speaker. I'm not going to walk out. I'm not going to get vexed and run cry. I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to debate the facts. And if you want, you can stand up and debate the facts with me. So all this thing you're doing to try to impress the gallery, the people show what they think about you already. They beat you. They've shown it. And you have to wait. You have to wait to contest another election. So you can go and you can knock the table, you can jump, you can scream, you lost the election, and you will stay lost for a while. And what you're doing will not impress anybody because you lost the Mikunov seat. That's why it won't impress anybody. So don't come here and believe you can. I don't believe you can come here and pretend to make a mockery of this parliament, Mr. Speaker. You're not going to divert us. You're not going to get diverted. We are focused. You're not going to divert us. So, Mr. Speaker, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And I thank members for the support. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.